Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Talk.
Hey, check that. Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
You hear me?
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cameron. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described,
Let's go.
That's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Did you exit party chat?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Just now. Hear me now?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I am talking. No.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Willis now off of play action. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
I can imagine we were in the owner's box right now. We can look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
This one. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Wow. Let's go out.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Nobody gonna play D.
As it's through the end.
Who you? Raiders. KC ain't on none dat. LMK if you hear me.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
He start us season.
And they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent. Just
We finna make you throw.
I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
In a league online.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. The Titans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first.
He said he hear you.
Talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Throw, and it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it right side with Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Football could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Fine time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Bullock's kick is good. And he'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in.
RDNT hear myself when I check.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Balaj. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 146
Yellow.
He's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands.
Valage totin that bit.
And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On play action, now Carr. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Grimacing face. Yes, sir. Rondale.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kalen Balaj on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Wow.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit.
Fresh off streets.
Run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to
I might gotta go grab him in Dynasty sheesh.
Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
Face with steam from nose, face with steam from nose. User.
He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
You see me, Coach Will. TD4.
Balaj, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Let Rojo get some carries.
Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. the edge and getting to the quarterback. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to
third DWN back.
but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Clear Jacobs. Traded to KC. He too slow.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now
For what?
maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up.
He with the division leader.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
He was okay, KC.
Up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns.
On asterisk. Damn, I playing against someone.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Trenton Cannon. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Can't get to it.
He needed that. Bomb. Okay, yay.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Don't blow the cash. He about to turn up on your job.
When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the
I got this. Now.
Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So who would have guessed this defense would turn into a high-powered offense? They get the fumble return for
Here you go.
and now a pick 6 there. Good on the extra point. That'll cut the way down to a touchdown.
Here you go.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
Man, stop, text, and pay attention. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the
I promise Raiders gonna review your contract, you blow this.
A little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 166 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with it.
Let's go.
Toss it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game. And boy,
This game crazy.
San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game assaulted away.
Boy, you blessed.
Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Folded hands, dark skin tone, folded hands, dark skin tone.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Solid.
Man, get out of the offenses.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's
Car
one
trash.
he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he is.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Hunter Renfro.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before he could get a good head of steam going.
This Willie from HHS.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Yeah.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
No Trey. What up, bit? Man, take the 3.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Toward the
Roll cooling big dog.
touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Ain't no 3.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Cole Benamut. My bad, sir, do yo thing then.
Taken in at the 3. And a
Cole
decent
Ben Amud Cuzzo.
7-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Willis will look to throw on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for his first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Time to close it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the
This game feel long AF.
from them in the second half.
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach. He talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember...
You better draft a QB with yo first speaking head.
If there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And he will have a Titans first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go play action with Willis. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cannon is in. Touch.
Willis said get big.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we had put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making it. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Face with steam from nose, face with steam from nose.
Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This junk swinging back and forth.
They come in off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action, Willis. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And this pass almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Yay.
Here's Hill on the return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zach Cunningham getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr. This one swung out here to Jones. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys now an extra
Hamburger.
away from taking a 3-score lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
60, 70.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Here's Willis.
If you stop twirling 70.
The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer.
Say 66.
For his team, that might be throwing off his accuracy.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official wouldn't think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's caught.
You can put up 14 more.
Tennessee. Romeo Doubs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Wow, low.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Both D coordinators fired.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Carr. Drops it to Jones in the flat. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and run with Balaj. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but
nice run.
In this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Got skinny.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Christian Fulton. That is the play they
Man WRH.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves...
WTH he going man.
They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to
Carr.
There's still enough Time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this play will be blown up.
Man feed Ballard.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
You a running team now.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And
Carr suspect.
back in this football game.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to
Man walking, dark skin tone.
interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
16 ints in 3 games by Carr.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to
Ballard say this his team.
these ace pass rushers.
219 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr now to throw. And it's complete to Adams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Grudge it nasty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, so you can score one more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete on the crossing route. This is Hooper.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 1st down, Willis.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. On play action, it's Carr.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think it's easy to say not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfrow last season, but it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position. Picks up a first down there for him on that play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr going to throw here.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, now Carr.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
W.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
That's a safety. He quit.